Ara, and it's interesting, obviously, you discuss the efforts by the government to make sure that the government put in place resources and to militate against cross-border crime. But has the Minister considered ever allowing for the PSNI or the Gardaí to follow criminals across the border? There are states within the European Union that allow police forces across the border when they're actually following or in pursuit of individuals. Does the Minister think it's logical that a criminal can just whiz through the border with ease, and yet the law enforcement agencies in Ireland have to stop at an imaginary line? Would it be logical that we start to progress to some level of cooperation at that depth to make sure that we can actually challenge the existence of criminality on the border?
While I acknowledge the very close level of cooperation between the Gardaí in the south and the PSNI in the north, I want to again repeat the importance of such bodies and agencies like the Joint Agency Investigation Team. It doesn't allow for the type of hot pursuit that Deputy Tóibín envisages, but what the Gardaí Armed Support Unit does is provide a rapid armed response capacity and capability on a regional basis. Members of the Armed Support Unit in border areas are highly trained and equipped with a variety of non-lethal and lethal weapons. They perform high-visibility armed checkpoints and patrols throughout their respective regions. In the northern region, armed support units are currently based in Ballyshannon in Donegal, in Dundalk in County Louth, both in close proximity to the border, and the recently announced unit in Cavan.
Thank you. Minister, yes, short one.
Yeah, Minister, the processes and the tools being used by the government seem to be frozen in time to a certain extent. And while everybody around this chamber supports the Good Friday Agreement, there's a necessity for evolution with regards cross-border integration and cross-border cooperation. And just on the issue of cross-border hot pursuits, which different jurisdictions in Europe already allow for, would it not be an issue that the government would consider at least, and would they enter negotiations with the London counterparts to see if it's possible to achieve?
Well, I do want to acknowledge the importance of ensuring that international best practice and developments are fully monitored here within this jurisdiction. In this regard, it's important to note exchanges and also the open recruitment policy of An Garda Síochána in order to facilitate persons who may have experience in other police services applying to An Garda Síochána. In this regard, of course, I want again to record the importance of the appointment of Garda Commissioner Drew Harris as head of An Garda Síochána, having regard to his extensive experience and expertise in a neighbouring police service. An Garda Síochána continues to work closely with the Revenue Commissioners, with the joint agencies north and south, in order to ensure that excise fraud, including illicit trade in fuel, tobacco, alcohol, an area of serious concern, gangland and organised crime along the border areas, which of course are not peculiar to Northern Ireland and the Irish border, but are a feature of all international borders. In terms of operational duty, issues referred to by Deputy Tóibín are largely a matter for the Garda Commissioner, but I can assure the House that the Garda Commissioner Drew Harris is engaged at the highest level of ensuring that the best possible measures are taken in order to protect communities and prevent crime.
Thank you, Minister.